Hey, what's up guys? This is Ian and welcome to another one of my videos. Alright, today I am going to review this iPad Air 2019 third generation from Apple. Alright, so before I get into it, I hope you guys like my video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and click on the bell so that you guys can get notified of my new videos. Alright, so let's get into it. I have been using this iPad for about a month now, and I'm just gonna let you guys know what I think about it and basically how useful it is to me. Alright, this is the iPad Air third generation, and I got the 64 gig space gray cellular version. This iPad is 464 grams. The height of it is 250 millimeters. The width is 174 millimeters, and the thickness is 6.1 millimeters. Okay, it's pretty thin. Basically, it's got a smart connector at the bottom here, and you can connect your keyboard. I used my previous iPad Pro's smart keyboard to connect to this, and I'm able to connect to this iPad Air as well. And also I'm using the first generation Apple Pencil, and I can connect it to this iPad Air also. The display of this iPad Air is 10.5 inch in diagonal, and it's got a retina display. It's a LED. I don't quite like LED, but it is what it is. It's got a screen resolution of 2224 by 1668, and is 264 pixels per inch, and it's 500 nits, right? I don't know what that means, but it's 500 nits. All right. And one thing I like about this screen is that it's got a laminated display. So what that means is that when you look at this screen itself, it's actually laminated to the glass. Okay, so it's very hard, very solid. Some the versions of the iPad is not laminated. The display is not laminated to the glass, so you can feel a bit of a hollow between a gap between the display and the glass, so it doesn't give you a very good feeling. But this one is laminated. The display is laminated to the glass, and I like it very much. Now, so basically, you don't get much of a reflection as well, because it's laminated. Okay, if you use this under the bright sun, you can see a very big difference between this iPad and the cheaper versions of the iPad. Also, this iPad uses a A12 Bionic chip. It's got a 64-bit architecture. It's got the neural engine inside, and yeah, basically. And let's talk about the camera. So this camera here is a 8 megapixel camera with an aperture of 2.4, and yeah, it's pretty okay. It records a video of 1080p, which I don't like at all. 1080p is, dinosaur age. My phone records in 4K, 60 frames per second, and this is still 1080p. Well, anyway, I don't really use my iPad to record videos, so it's okay for me. And then for the front camera, it's a 7 megapixel shooter with an aperture of 2.2. You can record a HD video and at 30 frames per second. And again, it's a pretty crappy video recorder, and I don't really use my iPad for recording. Basically, I use this camera for the front camera for FaceTime, and that's about it. You know, FaceTime, Skype. Anyway, who uses Skype nowadays? So yeah, so this iPad, it is what it is. I use this iPad every day for work, at home, and it serves me well. It's 64 gigabytes of storage, and I didn't regret getting this 64 gigabyte version. Why? Because you know, in the Apple Store, I had an option of 64 gigabytes, and the next one would be 256 gigabytes. Why, Apple? Why? Why can't you sell me the 128 gigabyte version? There isn't one. So anyway, I had to contemplate between the 64 and 100 and the 256 gigabyte, and the price difference was a lot. So I went with this 64 gigabyte version, and I did not regret it. Okay, let me just go to the settings, and then let me just show you how much storage I have here. Storage, there you go, iPad storage. And I still have, let's get it to focus, come on, focus. It's not focusing. Okay, so I still have about a little bit more than half of my storage left. And the thing about the iPad storage is that nowadays everything goes up to the cloud, and you know, I don't really store much stuff on my iPad. So yeah, in case you guys are wondering about this dot here, it's actually for my wireless Bluetooth mouse. Basically, I connected my mouse to my iPad, and you know, I can use it together with my iPad. If you guys are interested, I can do another video to show you guys how to connect a mouse to your iPad so you can use it as you know, a tool. Right? So basically, yeah, this is what I do with my iPad. I use it for work. I look at drawings, like technical drawings. I type on it. I do my email. I surf the net. Occasionally, I play games on it. I do my scheduling, my calendar. What else? Yes, I don't really watch video on this, but I do occasionally. But mostly typing of Word documents, Excel stuff, the normal stuff that a normal person does on an iPad. I don't do video editing or anything like that on my iPad. So if you are a videographer that does a lot of video or photography, you don't. I don't think this iPad Air is suitable for you. But if you're a daily normal user like me, then I do recommend this iPad for you because of the price point. Yeah. So basically, this is it for this iPad. I hope you guys like my video, and I'll see you again in my next video. Cheers.